Welcome back to Dano Loves Music. This is episode 2 of my never-ending quest to cover every single hit song that has ever been. And for me to talk about them 10 songs at a time. Right now we are right smack dab at the beginning of the letter D. And our first episode covered the first 10 songs. And if you're willing to join along, we'll cover 10 more songs today. So what I do generally is spend a few seconds, up to a minute, talking about each song, alphabetically by song title. We cover every song that's ever hit the Billboard Hot 100, plus some UK hits, plus some top 10 country hits, and some rock hits that did not make it over to the Hot 100. So let's get started. Thank you for joining us. Our first song today is a song called Da Force by a UK electronic band called Bedlam. Never heard of them before. What I noticed in covering this project of mine is that there have been a lot of hit songs hitting the UK charts, including this one, which hit number 68 in 1999. The UK charts have a lot of songs that are dance and electronica in nature, even house music in nature, that you would never find hitting the American charts. So I wanted to highlight this particular song. This is a 3-star song. It's an instrumental track that you could definitely find hitting the dance clubs in full force back then, and it definitely has the force behind it. The group of an anonymous kind of act called Bedlam. The name of the track is Da Force, and has a good solid back driving beat, and they just repetitive, da force. And I would give it a good solid 3 stars to start off our first of 10 songs that I'm going to talk about today. Da Butt by an artist or a group called EU. If you're familiar with Spike Lee movies, this was from his second movie, School Days, back in 1988. It was a number 35 hit back then. And if you're as old as I am, you surely remember this was a minor hit back then. It was a DC funk band called EU from School Days. It was I think it was the only main hit from that movie. And it was a song, highlighting the posterior and singing about the butt a few years before Baby Got Back, took over the nation. So EU was, in fact, one of those rare one-hit wonders. They never had another chart hit in Billboard. This is a 3-star hit for me. Not a big fan of the song other than the novelty aspect of paying attention to the butt. And it was a very, I love the movie, not quite as much as Do the Right Thing, which came out the next year. But the butt, there you go. Moving quite along, right on with another Da song, Da Dip. A few years later, actually about 9 years later, in 1997, Da Dip was a big hit by an artist named Freak Nasty. Freak Nasty, aka Eric Timmons, took a song right up to number 15 on the charts in 1997. A platinum hit, by the way, and it was the first of his two chart hits for Freak Nasty. This was a catchy song that came out probably about a decade before ringtones took over, and I could have definitely seen this as being a big meme kind of ringtone type of hit. With lyrics along the lines of, when I dip, you dip, we dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. And definitely seeing this, I did not attend a lot of big dances and weddings back in the day, but I'm sure this certainly must have been a big hit at weddings. As far as like a line dance kind of song, Da Dip. If you were around back then in 97, I'm sure you know this song, Da Dip by Freak Nasty. So much so that there was an imitation version of this song by somebody named MC Luscious. MC Luscious took this song to number 82 in 1997, a very, very minor hit. The original, the singer Rosalind McCall changed her name to MC Luscious and had a very, very minor version, nowhere near as good as the original by Freak Nasty. This was a 2.5-star version of Freak Nasty's 3.5-star rendition of it, the original, and MC Luscious, she only had 2 hits on the Hot 100. Freak Nasty actually also only had 2 hits on the Hot 100. Truly a novelty in 1997. The 90s, the mid to late 90s had a lot of these novelty one, two-hit wonder type artists capitalizing on dance crazes. And this was the case with the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. We're always dipping, right? Freak nasty. Number 5, the 5th song that I want to highlight in our 10 songs that I'm going to talk about, is a song called DDU-DU, by a Korean supergroup that many of you may have heard of, Blackpink. Blackpink was actually, this was their first Hot 100 entry, hit number 55 back in 2018, so nearly 10 years ago. They're global superstars now. This is easily a 4-star song for me. I love this song. I'm a 4th grade teacher. Some of my students love this song. As soon as I play this song, they recognize it right away, and this would be the first of my songs that they would actually know. And this song is, I don't know if this is their signature song, but it does make me want to start listening to some of their other hits, because this is catchy as heck. Blackpink. This is a 4-star song for me, for them. The 6th of our 10 songs that I'm going to feature, when we do a grab bag of 10 songs at a time, you never know if you're going to get some older songs from the 60s, some newer songs. A lot of these songs are on the newer end of the scale, including this one from 2022. It was a number 85 hit by an R&B singer named Ella Mai. You may know her from her big Grammy-winning hit, Booed Up, that she had a few years prior to that. Booed Up. This song, however, is called DFMU. Don't F Me Up. I think that's what that stands for. Ella Mai, this is a good solid 3-star song. Ella Mai, of course, is the partner of Boston Celtics legend Jason Tatum, so you got to give props to her as a Celtics fan. I love that fact. But this was her 4th Hot 100 hit. She has some good solid stuff. I think she has 3 albums out, and I think she's due for another one coming up this year. Ella Mai. This is good solid 3 stars. Not her best song, but it's a good solid jam for Ella Mai. And she's London based, but she's all American as far as this song is concerned. That's 6 songs. We got 4 more to go. 7th of our 10 songs I'm going to talk about right now is the legendary alternative hip hop singer-songwriter, rapper, the great Frank Ocean. This song is called DHL. DHL. And so Christopher Bro, otherwise known as Frank Ocean, in 2019 released this as a standalone single. It only hit number 98 on the charts, but like many of his other songs, it's so iconic, so deep, so dense, that it's hard to categorize as a single. You wouldn't think it does have mass appeal, and this does not. For me, it's a good 3.5 stars. I like he's only recorded full standalone albums. Still waiting on a 3rd. He does take his time, and I wish he'd released something since then, but I think this may be been his last charting hit. He's had 10 songs on the Hot 100. He's not a big chart monster like some other alternative hip-hop artists, but this is DHL. It's dense, it's kind of winds around a lot, doesn't come to a chorus, and a chorus verse standalone, but it's definitely worth repeated listens. I've only heard it a few songs. His works like Blonde and Channel Orange, obviously great masterful albums that bear repeated listenings. He's not as much of a singles artist for me, and that's where this lands. So 3 more songs to go. The next song I want to talk about is one of those, again, a novelty song from the 90s. Number 86 hit in 1996, a one-hit wonder by an artist named Catalina with a K. Catalina with a K. This song is called DJ Girl. And if you've ever heard this song or seen the video, it is just wacky as all hell. The label was Thump Records. Basically, it's about, she's the DJ girl. She's trying to break into the club because she knows the DJ. She's the DJ girl, and just got this annoying, cackly vocal. Excuse me, Mr. Bouncer. I'm here to see the DJ. I'm the DJ girl. Excuse me, Mr. Bouncer. And the video is so funny. She's got this stack of records. She got to bring in the stack of records to see the DJ. One of them is a grand funk record of all things, which is kind of out of context with the kind of song. This bouncy Barbie girl kind of. I'm sorry, Barbie Girl's 100 times better than this song. This is just a 2.5 star song for me. And another one of those one-hit wonders. She disappeared after this. Nowhere to be seen on the on the charts. But if you remember this song, number 86, one hit wonder, never seen again. And it's crazy when you doing this kind of project, when you come across these true one hit wonders, unlike a one hit wonder where their only hit is the number one song. This was like not even barely scratched the charts. 2 more songs to go, friends. The next song, DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again. We all know this song by Usher and Pitbull. This was the number 4 hit back in 2010. Back in the club banging era, back the late aughts, beginning of the tens, and all they wanted to do was get to the club, and this was one of those iconic half dozen songs that era gave us, right? The DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again. It's all about going to the club, having a party, letting go of all your feelings. Never mind that the real estate market was falling apart, but when Obama just got into office, though, things were turning around. We're gonna forget about everything and just party, right? And this is a good solid 4-star banger. You turn this song up, and you got Usher at his finest, you got Pitbull at his finest. Get them together, and they're doing their best to make you dance. Back when I was a lot younger, I was dancing to this sort of thing. All right, number 10. Let's bring our finale of our 10 songs is a little bit different. We're going back to the old 1960s country honky-tonk sound of Ernest Ashworth. Who, you say? Ernest Ashworth. He was a country singer, member of the Grand Ole Opry, not one of the biggest Opry legends, but he did have 21 hits on the country charts, and he was a member of the Grand Ole Opry. This song this was his last song as Ernest before he changed his name to Ernie, oddly enough. But this song was a song called DJ Cried. DJ Cried. A lot of songs about DJs. We're at the beginning of the D's, and it's capital D, capital J, so alphabetically they are at the beginning. This was not a song about the DJ being your friend necessarily, like the DJ Got Us Falling in Love. This song is about the DJ. He brings the record down to the radio station, and the lyrics the record that he made were so impactful that the DJ's crying while he's playing the song. And it's like, okay, that's kind of a crazy way of writing a song, that it's like, okay, the DJ doesn't want to play play your song anymore that you wrote for the radio station, because the DJ is just going to start crying every time. Yeah, but it's an interesting twist. But Ernest Ashworth had, again, a handful of songs. He was mainly a 60s artist. His first hit was in 1960. His last was in 1970, and it's kind of from the Where Are They Now file. Unless you're a deep, deep, big country fan, then you would know who he was, an Alabama singer named Ernie Ashworth. So those are our 10 songs that we're covering today. The 3 favorite songs, definitely the Usher Pitbull song, Frank Ocean song, and probably The Dip by Freak Nasty. That's a blast from the past as far as those novelty songs from the 90s. Not a lot of great songs in this 10, but we just keep moving. We get what the charts, what the library of songs gives us. So we're talking about this, and I think I also want to point out that, let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Whether or not any of these artists I think are worthy of future Hall of Fame, something I'm also very interested in. I love talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think down the road, none of these artists, maybe except for Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean keeps producing music down the road. His influence will, 15 years from now, might get him nominated, but that's a story for another day. This video has gone on a little long, not quite as long as the last one, but I'm loving doing this. So this is episode 2. If you stuck with me for this episode 2, please, I'm on other social media channels as well. I am on Blue Sky. I'm on X. I'm on Threads. I'm on Instagram at Dano Loves Music, and I love talking about music. Please like and subscribe and comment, and we will be back for another episode 3. We're just going to keep plowing through the D songs. We got daddy songs, we got dance songs, and we've got, as long as I'm here, I will keep posting this stuff, and we will keep chatting, and hopefully they'll keep getting a little bit better, a little bit more professional, and I'm just happy to be here talking about music with you guys. Until then, keep on rocking, and we will see you later. Thanks. Good night.